Welcome to Minnesota Twins franchise. We are at episode number 36. It's the 2016 Major League Baseball season, game number 112 for the Minnesota Twins, facing the Houston Astros from Target Field. Ricky Nolasco takes the hill for the Twins, 8-6 with a 4.24 ERA. His opposition today will be Lance McCullers, who is 4-4 with a high 5.31 ERA for the Astros. Bottom of inning number 3. Runner on first, diving play at third base. On to Altuve, and on to first for the double play. A beautiful play by the Astros. No score at the end of 3. On the 5-4-3 double play. Drive deep into left field. It's a solo home run for Carlos Correa, number 18 on the season for the young Astros slugger. Astros go up 1-0 in the middle of inning number 4. Nolasco still on the hill. Base hit up the left side, just inside the bag for a fair ball. Altuve coming around third, and he is going to be in to score for Houston on the RBI double. The end of the middle of the fifth inning, Astros with a 3-0 lead on the strength of 8 hits. Miguel Sano now at the plate. Drives one off McCullers into left center field, and that ball's going to leave the yard for Sano. A solo home run for Miguel, number 22 on the season. And the Astros lead is cut to 3-1 at the end of 5. Nolasco now gets Valbuena to strike out swinging. And in the middle of 8, Houston still maintains a 3-1 lead. Brian Dozier, with a runner on first, drives one to left field, just gets underneath this one a little bit. Catch is made in left by Colby Rasmus, and the Astros go on to get the victory here in Game 1 of a 4-game series. 3-1 win for Houston, who improves to 64-48. McCullers with the win. Ricky Nolasco goes 6 1/3, gives up 9 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, and he is tagged with the loss for Minnesota, who drops to 54-58. We take a look at the American League Central standings. The Twins at 54-58, still 9 games behind the Detroit Tigers, who are 63-49. Both teams have lost a couple in a row. The American League West, the Astros, a half a game behind the Rangers in the race for the American League West division title. Mariners also at 4 back, Angels at 5 back. We take a quick look at that AL West race between the Astros and the Rangers. We check in on the Rangers right now, who are in the midst of a series with the Colorado Rockies in Denver at Coors Field, facing the Rockies, who are 47-65. Take a quick look into some of the highlights. Drive into left center field for Texas. Runner heading for third, and he is going to make it in safe for the triple. That is Shin-Soo Choo. Prince Fielder, the next batter. Broken bat. Little swinging bunt. Play made to get the out at first. And that negates the run with the Rangers. At the middle of 1, still lead 1-0. Later on, a drive into left field for a home run off the bat of Holiday. Brian Holiday, his 9th home run of the season. Solo shot, giving the Rangers the lead. It's 3-2 now. Bottom of the 7th inning. Bases loaded for Colorado. Ryan Rayburn swinging and missing. 4-2 Rangers now. Bottom of the 9th inning. Rayburn takes a pitch. Called a strike. He is out looking. And the Rangers go on to win this one 4-2 at Coors Field. Derek Holland with the win for Texas. Jordan Lyles gets tagged with the loss for the Rockies. Nolan Arenado 3-for-4 with a home run and an RBI. Brian Holiday 1-for-3 with a home run and an RBI for Texas, as the Rangers win the first game of the series in Denver. Back to the Twins and the Astros. Game number 113 from Target Field. Second game of a 4-game set between these two teams. Ervin Santana pitching today for Minnesota. He is 10-8 with a 3.07 ERA. And Doug Fister goes for the Astros, who is 10-7 with a 3.72 ERA. Joe Mauer at the plate now, drives one into left center field. Going back at the wall and making a leaping catch there is Carlos Gomez for the Astros. A beautiful catch in center field for Gomez. Brian Dozier now able to turn on one, driving it into left field. And that one is going to reach the second deck for Dozier. That is home run number 26, a two-run blast for Dozier. Still tearing the cover off the ball for the Twins, and Minnesota leads it 2-0 at the end of inning number 1. George Springer now drives one down the third baseline, gets past the third baseman, up the line. Springer's rounding first, heading for second. The throw comes in, and it is not in time, just barely, as Springer stretches that one into a double. Ground ball onto short. Nice play by Mauer at first. Gets the Twins out of the inning. It's still 2-0 Minnesota. In the middle of inning number 2 as Luis Valbuena grounds out to the Twins shortstop. Brian Dozier now. Another hanging curveball that's absolutely tattooed. This one also into the second deck for Minnesota. And Dozier, it's home run number 27 on the season, the second of the game. This one travels 415 feet, a two-run blast for the Twins, who are up 5-0 now at the end of inning number 3. Astros trying to claw their way back into this one. Ground ball to third, on to Dozier. He turns, and the Twins get the double play to get out of the 6th inning, still leading 5-0. Byung-Ho Park gets a high changeup that he stays back on and is able to drive this one just barely over the 377 marker in left field. A two-run blast for Park. That is home run number 20, and it seems like it's the first home run Park's hit in about a month and a half for Minnesota. The Twins go on to win this one 8-1, improving to 55-58. The Astros fall to 64-49. Santana with the win, Fister with the loss. Brian Dozier, 2 home runs, 4 RBIs on a 3-for-4 night. One of the hottest hitters in all of baseball. Game number 114, the Astros and the Twins, third game of a 4-game series at Target Field in Minneapolis. Beautiful early evening in the Twin Cities as you look there at the league leaders in home runs. Brian Dozier, with his recent hot streak, is among the leaders at 27. Kyle Gibson takes the hill for Minnesota. Colin McHugh on the mound for the Astros. As we get set for game number 3 in a series that is tied up at 1. Drive to the right field corner. Miguel Sano misplays it. Goes over his head. Sano, definitely a liability defensively out in right field. He's been playing DH most of the time whenever he can possibly play DH. Astros lead at 3-0. Brian Dozier gets a hold of another one, and that, my friends, is home run number 28 off the facade in left field. A 2-run blast for Dozier. He continues to tear the cover off the ball for Minnesota, and at the end of 6 innings, it's Astros 5, Twins 2. In the middle of in the top of the 7th, Colby Rasmus grounds into the inning-ending double play. And we stretch with the score at 5-2. Eduardo Escobar now takes a low fastball and drives it deep into right field. That gets over the high fence in right center. Solo home run for Eduardo Escobar. It's number 17 for him. And the Astros lead is cut to 5-3 at the end of inning number 7. Byung-Ho Park now barrels one up. He homered in yesterday's game. And this one, he drives deep to left field. Park may be getting his timing back a little bit as this one is into the second deck for home run number 21 on the season. Houston goes on to win, though, despite the power showing by the Twins batters. 5-4 victory for the Astros. Stros improved to 65-49. Colin McHugh with the victory. Twins to 55-59. Kyle Gibson with the loss. Carlos Correa, 3 for 5 night with an RBI for Houston. Quick look at the National League wildcard race now. The Giants, 8 games ahead of the Marlins. The Pirates, a game behind Miami. And the Nationals, 2.5 games behind Miami for that last wildcard spot in the National League. Andrew McCutchen, batting .320, is third in the National League in hitting. And him and his Pirates are at PNC Park today to take on the San Diego Padres as we check in on the wildcard race. Pitch behind the batter, John Jaso, and runners advance, but Jaso strikes out on the next pitch. At the end of the first, the Padres and the Pirates are tied at 0. Line drive back up the middle off the pitcher's leg. Glasnow can't pick it up in time to make a play at the plate. Run comes in to score for San Diego, and the Padres lead at 1-0 in the middle of the 5th. Bottom of the 8th now, a 3-0 lead for San Diego. Base hit into left field. The throw to third is going to get the runner heading to third for inning number 2. Not a huge base running mistake. You like the aggressiveness for the Pirates. But McCutchen flies out to deep right field, and the Padres lead at 3-0. Bottom of the 9th now, 4-0 for San Diego. And former Twin Kurt Suzuki strikes out looking to end the game. The Padres win at 4-0 in Pittsburgh. Tyler Glasnow with the win after 7 innings. Tyler Glasnow, with the loss. Cashner with the win for the Padres. Game number 115 for the Twins facing the Astros at Target Field. This is game number 4 of that 4-game series. The Astros at 65-49, the Twins at 55-59. Alex Meyer making the appearance, 3-5 with a 3.66 ERA, giving up 76 hits. And a look at Mike Fiers having a nice season, 121 hits in 139 innings with a 3.82 ERA. Astros wearing the orange alternate jerseys. And Mauer grounds out to second base to get the day started. Run does come in to score, though, and the Twins lead at 1-0 at the end of inning number 1. Meyer gets the strikeout looking. 1-0 through 3.5 for Minnesota, despite only 1 hit. Byron Buxton now with the bases loaded. Drives one into left field. Base hit for Buxton. 2 runs are going to come in to score for Minnesota, leaving runners at first and second. 2 RBI single for Buxton off of the new pitcher Fields for the Astros. Mauer now drives one towards the gap. That one's going to reach the grass. 1 run's going to come in to score. Buxton being waved around third, and he's going to score standing. A 2-run double for Joe Mauer, who is on an 11-game hitting streak, and that puts the Twins up 5-0 at the end of inning number 7. Twins trying to split this 4-game series at 2 apiece. Top of the 8th inning now. A drive to left field, and that one is going to stay fair and leave the yard. Home run for Carlos Gomez for the Astros. Number 19 on the season for Carlos. Solo home run cuts into the Twins' lead, but not enough as the Twins go on to get the victory 5-1, improving to 56-59. The Astros fall to 65-50. Carlos Gomez went 2 for 4. Buxton 1 for 3 for the Twins. Alex Meyer with the win. Mike Fiers with the loss. He falls to 10-7. Meyer improves to 4-7 for Minnesota. Quick look at the American League wildcard race. The Twins are 6 games behind the Mariners for that final spot. The Astros are 2.5 games ahead of the Mariners for the 4th seed.